My name's Midnight, the Meefwa Foxwolf, and today we're doing some reading. Yeah, you probably never thought I would do this. Now, I saw another YouTuber do this, so I thought, hey, I should do this too. I got inspired. So yeah, and this story isn't mine, it's someone else's. And let's get started. This story is called The Laycans and the Mute. It has 108 reads, 3 votes, and 4-part story. Now let's just read the description. It says, Aphmau has been mute ever since she was 8. When she was 5, her parents were murdered. And ever since that day, she has lived with her older brother Ian and his girlfriend Maria. She was bullied all throughout school by Ivy and her friends. The cool kids, Caitlin, Lucinda, and Garth, and Lawrence, always act like she is invisible, at least until her freshman year. She befriends Kwai-chan, who can talk in sign language to understand her. She also befriends Zane and Valen, and who are Garth's younger brothers. When Aphmau's life was finally beginning to turn around, new boy Aaron and his sister Melissa came to school, but for a reason. Aphmau begins to feel emotionally attached to Aaron, with no ideas of why. Read to find out what happens to Aphmau and Aaron in the story. And then all the tags are Armau, Aphmau, fanfiction, Jason Bravo. I don't know if I said that right. Jess and My Street. Anyway, we're going to read it. And by the way, if my voice sounds hoarse, don't blame me. I am a terrible reader. I read to the class. And I read really good. I may mess up on words from time to time, but then I fix it. So let's get on with reading. And sometimes it will take me a little bit. Come on, just work. Just work. I was having this difficulty with the thing. So I will. Come on, let me. Please. I'm gonna hit stop on you. Come on. This will take a few minutes, so I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm back. Technical difficulties. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to say chapter 1, even though it doesn't say chapter 1 or anything. It's the parts in this. So, chapter 1, her past. Young Ian's point of view. Aphmau sat in the living room, quietly playing as I sat on the couch watching TV. Just then, I got a phone call on my phone, and when I answered it, I felt tears build up at the corners of my eyes. Ian? What wrong? Aphmau said, in her adorable 5-year-old voice. Aphmau, there is something I need to tell you. She turned her head the way a cat or dog does when you're giving it food. Mommy and Daddy, they're gone. Mommy and Daddy left us? She began to tear up, and to make it hot as worse, I just told her yes. She snuggled up to me on the couch and began to sob into my shirt. We will be living with Gene and his family until I'm old enough for us to move into our own house, I told her. She just sat there crying for a bit until we got up and started to pack some things. 3 years later, Aphmau's point of view. I walked out into the living room to play with Dante. Oh, only to hear to overhear Ian and Jean talking. Jean, Ian, you are going to have to tell the truth. Dang it, I messed up. Jean, Ian, you are going to have to tell her the truth eventually. Ian, I know, but what if she hates me after I tell her that I lied her for the last 3 years? Jean looks into the living room and sees me tear up. Ian, you should probably tell her now. Points at me and turns around. You lied to me? Look, Av, I did it to protect you from the hurtful truth. So you did lie to me. You just admitted it. Jean walked in and grabbed Dante by pulling him out of the room. Well, there's no point in lying to me now. So tell me the truth this time. I'm 100% listening, I yelled at him. F-Man, when you were 5, our parents were murdered in what they called a robbery. But the real truth that only Jean and I know is the laycans. The laycans have been hunting us down ever since you were born. But that is the only part I know. That's the only part I don't know that Mom and Dad never told me. I started crying harder than I have ever did before and ran up to my bedroom, slamming the door behind me. A few hours later, you hear a knock on the door. I ignore it, then hear it again. I sluggishly, I don't know if I said that right. I sluggishly walked over to the door and opened it to see Ian with his face almost as red as mine. Just as I was about to slam the door in his face, he stopped me with his hand. Please don't stay mad at me. You are all J. Did the person accidentally put J in there? You are all have left. Oh, all I have left. Okay, I got confused. All I have left. Please. I just looked at him in his eyes, and I could tell that he was crying too. He does have a point, I guess. We do only have each other, I thought, and nodded, and he put his arms out for a hug. Even though I was still mad at him, still mad about him lying to me for 3 years, I ran into his arms once again, crying. I lose the strength in my legs from being so tired from all the crying, so he goes to his knees, and I lay there against his chest, hugging him back. Okay, I'm sorry. SL. I'm sorry that I made you cry. I promise that I will try to never do it again. Wait, did you just... I nodded. I got up and went to my desk. I wrote on a paper that I was now mute, and nothing or no one could get me to talk again. I see. Well, I just want to say I am so sorry. Also, if you're gonna talk in sign language, you are gonna have to teach everyone how to read it. I nodded and wrote, I know, I will start teaching you tomorrow. Please tell Gene and his family about this. He nodded and went downstairs for dinner. As we sat eating, Dante looked at me and then down at the paper and pencil next to me. Aunt Mal? Why do you have a paper and pencil next to you? He asked me. I looked at Ian, who didn't know what we were talking about. Then he made a O face and said, I have something to tell you all. He grabbed everyone's attention and started to speak again. Aunt Mal is now mute, and she will start teaching us how to read her sign language tomorrow. Thank you, I said in sign language. For those, yeah, okay, I got confused of what SL mean. It means sign language. Okay. You're welcome, little sis. 6 years later, first day of freshman year for Aunt Mal. Ian is now in sophomore year since he got held back twice in middle school. Aunt Mal Senpai, I'm glad to see you, Kawaii-chan shouted as Zane and Kawaii-chan shouted as her and Zane came up to me. Yeah, me too, I replied in sign language with a smile. Hi, Zane. Hey, Af, he said with a wave. Just then, the doors of the school came open and all the other students, even Gene and his friends, surprisingly piled in. And Casey, Kawaii-chan, for people who don't know, and Zane and I followed behind. Wait, big brother, wait for me, I heard a voice behind us. I looked back and saw a young boy run up to us and fall. Ugh, Valid, why don't you go bother Garth or someone else? Zane complained. I'm not in his grade. I can't. Oh, come on, I'm not that bad. Zane, who is this? When you see this type of speech, and it is not slanted, that is Af or someone else talking in sign language. I asked. Af, Casey, meet my little brother Valid. He is the youngest out of the three of us. Our older brother is Garth, but we all know he is on the cool kid group with Lucinda, Caitlin, and Lawrence. Valid, these are my friends, Kawaii-chan and Aunt Mal. Af is mute. Oh, hi, he said with a cute smile and a wave. My name is Valerunave. Zane gets mad at me because I skipped a grade to come here and be in ninth. I am only 13 and I am supposed to be in 8th, he said, talking to me in sign language. I laughed a little bit and replied back to him, You do sign language too? Yeah, I used to be mute until I was 5. I started to tear up when he said 5. He looked at me with a worried look. I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? I forced a smile on my face. No, it's fine. It's just my parents were murdered when I was 5, and then my brother lied to me for about 3 years to protect my feelings. So I have been mute since I was 8. Oh. Valid. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it okay if I join your friend's group? He asked me. I nodded. The 4 of us walked to the freshman homeroom together. Okay, so that was chapter 1. That was a really good chapter. And my voice hurts badly. Okay, I'm getting some Fiji water. This is gonna be good. Dang it! I can't open it! That's great! Oh wait, I have some old water from last night. That's good. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, my throat. My throat feels so much better. I'm in heaven. Okay, so that was a really good chapter. I'm happy to know her past so far. Well, this is fan fiction, so it's not true. But I mean, I really love this fan fiction so far about her past. Supposedly being her past. So yeah. This is really good so far. So yeah, this is her comment on this. Say, hey guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed chapter 1. Please comment if you all have any questions or statements, and feel free to follow me and check out my other Aftermath fic from that day on. They're both Armow, so I'm sorry if you don't ship Af and Aaron, but don't worry, there will be some Garmow, Lormow parts 2, promise. Also, sorry if it got confusing at the SL part between Valid and her. I made it as clear as possible, and I won't write a lot of parts like that. Anyway, love you, even if you don't ship the same people. All of my ships are stated in the description of from that day on. Thanks for reading if you did. Good story. My boy. Yeah, this is really good. This is really good. I like it. We will read the next part soon. Bye, guys. Please, hopefully you enjoyed. I will do other parts, like I said. And I also will be reading other stories. Come on. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. And this is getting weird. Bye, guys. Just bye.